worldwide innovators EcoFlow have done it again, folks. This is their brand new model, the new River, powering your life, powering your work, making sure that you can get the job done, whatever it may be. It's not just about the emergencies, it's about the good times as well. It's about going RVing, tailgating. It's about if the power goes out at home, well, we can still make food. We can still keep the food refrigerated. We can still keep cool. We can still keep going. We can power our router and modem so we've got access to the internet. We can keep the TV going as well. So many of us know that horrible feeling when the power does go out and we've got no way to put it back on. In olden years, years gone by, it's always been about the gas generators, right? The gas generators, and it's the oil, and it's the mess, and it's the toxic fumes, and it's the expense. Gas generators can be thousands of dollars, as you know. Well, over the past few years, there's been a marked change, and that is the influx, the introduction of next generation power stations. This is one of them. No gas, no oil, no fumes, no noise, no mess. It's brilliant. This is their most powerful EcoFlow River that they've ever done. In fact, it's twice as powerful as the original model, but it's that same amazing price. Now, our team have been working so hard for this one and only today's special, the only today's special for the EcoFlow River. We wanted to put together an offer that was really an amazing value. So right out of the gate, I want to tell you, I have a single purchase, which is basically the EcoFlow River by itself, okay? So power goes out, you plug stuff into it, the fan, the light, whatever it may be, and it's gonna keep it powered, right? For several hours. We have another option, and that's over this way. This is the option that includes a solar panel. A solar panel that's normally around $400 by itself. They're gonna include it in the package, which is an amazing value. Is that $799.99? Really amazing opportunity. Free shipping and handling. And you can see the breakdown of the values there. The machine by itself, the power station is $599, the solar panel is $399. So the total retail of the bundle is $998. Let me explain real fast what that solar panel is gonna do. Folks, if you're using your EcoFlow River, right, and it's powering your devices, after several hours, of course, it too will need power. But what if the power hasn't come back on in your home? Well, that's where this comes in. This is a, that seat was a little lower than I expected it to be. This is, I nearly went straight through it. This is a solar panel that plugs in, okay? You take this outside with you and this will recharge your EcoFlow River. That means it's self-sustaining. So you could keep this powered up forever and a day. I mean, it's amazing. That's gonna be the most popular choice for sure. Okay, come back with me over here for a second. We have two colors to choose from. Over the left-hand side, you can see our black, and then we have our gray. The gray has this beautiful seafoam teal color on the top. I wanna say right out of the gate, I am extremely limited in the bundle option. So if you do want the EcoFlow with the solar panel, I would order sooner rather than later. I wanna jump in. Let's dive in with our special guest. Justin is live from his home to yours. Justin, it's so great to see you, my friend. I'm thrilled that, you know, the folks at EcoFlow were able to launch this at a time where perhaps it's more important than it's ever been.
Yeah, you know, Adam, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. We never know what to expect. I mean, rewind a year ago, and if I would have told you then what the next year was going to bring you, you would have thought I was out of my mind. But, you know, I mean, look what we went through. And if there's ever a time to start thinking about preparation, it's now. It's not when we are in the middle of a pandemic or a natural disaster or a winter storm, or, you know, maybe it's just we don't have enough power when we're hunting and camping and fishing. And I wish I had a little bit more power. What I want you guys at home to look at this as is this is a 21st century battery-powered generator that doesn't take gas or oil, doesn't emit any toxic fumes, and I don't have the yearly maintenance costs. So this isn't one of those dinky little power banks, you know, that might charge your car or a light and a fan and some tablets and computers for a couple hours. Yes, let's dive into it. This will do that. Watch my fan right here. It's immediate power. This will charge your fan. This will power your, you know, your lights. Let's go ahead and, or your fan and your lights. So you can see that here. Let me pull it up behind the graphic there. I've got my fan going. So, you know, in hurricane season coming up, we need to stay a little cool. I've also got a heater back here. So for those of you up north, if I need to charge my heater, I can do that. But what about when we are without power for more than just a couple days, right? We all, like you said, Adam, we know what it's like to be without power for 15 minutes, 15 hours, 15 days, how vulnerable that can leave us feeling. You know, whether it's due to a natural disaster or, like I said, we just don't have enough power, you know, when we're hunting, camping, and fishing. What this is going to power is this is going to be a whole home backup to really make you feel at home wherever you are. Look at that, a refrigerator, a blender, a television, hair dryer. You know, when we see these battery powered generators, we're only used to it charging lights and fans and maybe some tablets for a couple hours. But now, when you are looking for a whole home generator, a true gas equivalent, let me tell you, you're not used to seeing that out of a battery powered generator, because power for power, this gas powered equivalent would normally, would normally weigh 3 times as much and cost 3 times as much. But you're not getting that with EcoFlow, a worldwide trusted brand in the battery powered generator space. An electric kettle, an electric frying pan. Look at that, a rice cooker for almost a full hour. 42 charges out of a cell phone. I mean, normally with these sorts of things, you're looking at getting 2 or 3 charges out of your cell phone. So this is way more powerful, twice as powerful as the old EcoFlow River, so much so that I want you at home to look around your house right now. Now, you might look around. Let me unplug this light here so you guys at home can see me a little bit better. You might look around your house and say, well, I can do without a light or a fan for a couple hours. That's fine. But what about your big heavy-duty devices? I want to show you guys this real quick. Now, I have another EcoFlow River over my shoulder right here, an EcoFlow River Max. What about my big screen television, my 65-inch flat screen television? Now, all of this is plugged into this EcoFlow back here, as you can see. But what about this, Adam? I've got my, started cooking some eggs before we came on air, but got a little scramby eggs here in the wee hours of the morning on Sunday morning. But also, Adam, how many of us we can't do without our coffee maker? What about our blenders? I mean, look at all this. I'm running all this at the exact same time, and I don't have any sort of trickling in power. My TV's still on, but this is where it's worth its weight in gold. And then I'll let you get back to some business, because I think this is the most impressive part to me, right? Is the fact that this has 3 wall outlets on the side right here. So anything you can plug in around your house, you're going to be able to plug into the side here. And we'll go into a deep dive here in a second, but let me just show you one big thing that I'm going to plug in. Now, I had my refrigerator plugged into the back wall so I could keep everything cool while I'm going through this. And I do have it plugged in here to an extension cord because, well, as you can see, hold on, let me get it around here. My refrigerator cord is not long enough to get around. So I've got it plugged into an extension cord. You see I have unplugged it. Now, watch this. All I have to do is plug it into the side of my river, and we see it comes on here, just so you guys can see that again. Unplug, it's off. Plug it in, it's back on, and it is going to power a full-size stainless steel refrigerator for 10 hours. Not an hour, but for a full 10 hours, keeping my food from spoiling, my medicines from spoiling. So, Adam, that for me is true power, whole home power, and where the EcoFlow River Max is really worth its weight in gold.
The clue right there in the name, as Justin said, Max. This is the River Max. It's the new model, the new generation with more powerful technology to keep all of your things running for longer, which is what it's all about. So there's a couple of things that I want you to know. The first is there's a lot to take in, but what you're seeing is a new type of power station. So all of these things that Justin's doing, he's doing the light and the fan and the refrigerator, he's making some eggs, right? He's got all of these things powered up, the internet, the router. When you talk about getting all the information still, if God forbid there was a disaster, the television, the radio, you think about maybe your home office because you are at home right now or schooling from home. What happens if it all goes out, all the power? Well, this is going to keep you working. It's going to keep you playing. It's going to keep you surviving, right? Because without power, that can be a disaster. The other thing to bear in mind that if you have anybody at home that is reliant upon various medical devices that also require power, this could be one of those really important additions to your toolkit. Now, we talk about all the emergencies, but also the fun times as well. When it's time to go to the beach or a picnic or tailgating or to the lake or the RV, you can take this power with you anywhere, right? So you can plug anything in. You might be anywhere on vacation, you plug it on in. So there's all of those wonderful things to bear in mind. The one thing that I want to say to you is this, and you know, my job tonight is to kind of steer the ship and tell you what's going on. Over the course of the past few months, because of the whole craziness of the pandemic, you know, it's been pretty hard guaranteeing certain products and delivery times and everything else. Just telling you as it is at midnight on this Sunday morning, that we did not get anywhere near enough or as many of the bundle as we had ordered, okay? Just shipping delays. That's our issue. What it means for you, though, is that there's not enough of these bundles to go around. If you're looking and saying, well, do I want the bundle? Here's why the bundle typically is the most popular. The bundle gives you the best value because it includes the solar panel, okay? So if the power goes out at your house and you use your power bank, right? I'm gonna turn it on because you know the battery goes off by itself to preserve it. It goes into the saver mode like most of the electronics. But just to show you, for example, what happens is ultimately when this runs out of power, okay, case in point, you could go outside, use the solar panel, and it will power it up again. So it will keep powering it. So you're never reliant upon the power coming back on. You've always got it there if you want it. So this set is selling the fastest for sure. I have the gray and I have the black available. Again, normally that would be $900 to $1,000. We've got it, actually $1,000 as you see there. We've got it for an amazing price of $799. Now, if you do have an HSN credit card, we're doing 12 months VIP financing, and that brings the price down to $41 on the machine by itself, or if you want to go for the bundle, to $66. Justin, there's so much to discover with this, but just to kind of really hammer home this point, right? I was doing some comparison shopping. I tried to find a traditional generator, a traditional gas-powered generator that could perform at this level, and I found several, but they were double, triple, quadruple the price. In other words, they were into the thousands of dollars for technology that's way past its prime.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I don't want to, you know, beat it over the head here, but when you think about it, I mean, think about a few years ago about electric powered cars, right? Everyone's like, no, it can't be as fast or as more efficient than gas powered. Well, you know, fast forward to 2021 and you see electric powered cars that are faster, more reliable, and will go longer and last longer than gas powered cars. Internal combustion engines, there's a reason why they're kind of the dinosaur, right? Why they're kind of fading is because of things like this, is because the battery technology that is so advanced with products like EcoFlow, and EcoFlow is a worldwide leader. They are the innovators. They are on the leading edge of battery powered generators. And because they make it so easy, so portable to get your power and to get true whole home power, nobody wants to deal with the mess of keeping a gas powered generator outside, through an open window, run all of your extension cords to your refrigerators through an open window at night during a storm. That poses an immense safety threat. And plus, in the middle of a storm, in the middle of an unexpected snowstorm, Texas, I'm looking at you, when the power company shuts your power down, you don't want to have to go out in the middle of the 9-degree weather and pour gas and oil, splash yourself, move your big 100-pound generator, pull crank. No, you want to be able to go inside and one button press, keep this next to your bed, even keep it in your car next to your kid's bed, your dog bed, one button press, and I have immediate access to an industrial amount of power. Now I'm on, now I'm powered, and it's only 17 pounds. I'd love to take you on a quick little tour here real quick, if you don't mind, Adam. This screen right here, everybody at home, this screen, this shows me the amount of hours of battery I have left. So look at this. I'm plugged into my refrigerator right now, and it's saying that, well, I've got 99 hours of battery left, 98% of battery left, and there's a closer shot for you, but I'm also going to be able to see my watts in and my watts out. So it's truly intuitive. And then these four right here, I have 4 USB ports, 1 USB-C, 1 fast time USB port. So it used to take me 4 hours to charge my cell phone. That little blue one right there that says fast charge. Now it's going to only take me 2 hours to charge. Under that big black lid right there, that's going to be a traditional, like cigarette lighter, your DC port. And then again, where the EcoFlow River Max is worth its weight in gold is these right here. These are your heavy-duty 3-pronged wall outlets that allow me to take virtually anything around my house. You see, I've got my big screen TV. I want to show you again. I've got my refrigerator plugged in. Let me show you how easy that is right here. This is plugged into my refrigerator. Off, and now all I'm doing for everybody at home, watch how easy it is. I don't have to pour any gas, any oil. I just plug it in, and that's it. I'm not tethered to anything else. All that's plugged in is my refrigerator cord right now, and I can have hours and hours and hours of charge, not just for a couple hours, but I can plug in 10 things at one time, not 1 or 2, 10 things at the exact same time and power me through life's most unexpected moments, because that's what it's all about. Not about, getting prepared when I'm going to get price gouged or I'm in the middle of a natural disaster or some unexpected moment. The time to prepare is now, and give yourself that peace of mind and that sense of security with the brand new EcoFlow River Max.
And this is as well, to Justin's point of all the technology here, this is the only time to get it this year as a today's special. So if you want the River Max at the best value of 2021, this is the opportunity to get it tonight. Again, we have black or we have gray available. The bundle is out selling now. The power station alone, 2-to-1. So please bear that in mind. We will be selling out the bundle extremely early today. I'm not selling out of the power station alone, but if you want the bundle, this is the opportunity to get it. There's so many different ways that you can use this. Obviously, we've kind of put it around the set a little bit because it's so portable. You've got the handle, and because it weighs 17 pounds, you're able to move it around, right? Maybe it's making sure that you're still connected to the internet. Maybe we've got to power up all the gadgets and gizmos, but it's extra power when you need it. Let's go to New Jersey and say good evening to Jason. Jason, welcome to the show. Jason, you're live with Justin and Adam. Jason, do you already have one of the EcoFlows?
I actually do. How you guys doing tonight? You doing all right?
Yeah, we're happy to have a friendly voice talk to us. Jason, tell us your story.
Sure. So I actually picked up one of the EcoFlows just a couple of weeks ago, and the crazy part right now is that I'm actually powering my TV with my EcoFlow.
Are you serious? That's awesome.
Because I got it, and it says you're supposed to, I guess, just to keep the health of the battery well. I guess cycle it every once in a while. I stored it in the closet. So I said, let me break it out. And the thing is, there's so much battery capacity. I'm like, how can I cycle this? Because I plugged it into a lamp, and it was like, 99 hours left. I'm like, I need to find something that's going to use more energy to try to, cycle the power on this thing. So the capacity is unbelievable on the EcoFlow.
Oh, Jason, we are thrilled. I'm glad that you saw, because really it is a beast. I don't think anybody really realizes just how powerful these new generation power stations are. Jason, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to Justin and I. Enjoy it. Now you've got it. You're there. You're prepared. If anytime you need it, you can use it. By the way, we are doing a special today, which is $40 off your first single item purchase if you apply for an HSN credit card. So don't forget to ask about that. You can take $40 off this or anything you want to shop for tonight. 1-800-695-1418. Okay, Justin, we're going around the house with you. Where are we next, my friend?
So, Adam, I think where a lot of us can relate, especially after last year, is the office, right? So I had a lot of friends. I used to live in Los Angeles. I had a lot of friends in LA County that would call me after they'd see me air with this on HSN and say, man, I need to get one of those. And I'd be like, why? And because just like what we all heard on the news that happened in Texas with them having a deregulated power system in Texas, Los Angeles, when the pandemic first started, so many people were working from home that it overloaded the power grid, and the power companies would shut the power off in the middle of the day when all these folks had to work. They had to get things done. And what happens when you lose power and you're trying to work from home? Well, you lose internet. You lose the power to work. You lose the power. Like, if I can't go out and live my life, well, at least allow me to be comfortable at home. Let me allow me to get things done. So I'm just going to take you through a tour of some pretty typical office devices that probably most of us have at home, and every single one of them are going to be able to be powered through this EcoFlow River Max. So right off the bat, now I know things like a regular phone here are probably being a little old school, but I just want to start with the small things and really work my way up to the more impressive things. So again, all I'm doing, and excuse me if I go out of frame here, but you'll catch up with me in a second. So I'm just going to plug my phone in. So now I've got my phone, and just so you guys can see, I'm just going to keep plugging things in. So what about this? A big heavy-duty Wi-Fi smart printer, laser jet printer, and in fact, let me move this one around so I can make room for all this. So there we go. Phone's back on. So let's go ahead and plug in my printer. So now my printer's on. Now you're saying, wait a minute, Justin, I thought you said there were only 3 wall outlets on this EcoFlow River. Well, Adam and everybody at home, you can pick one of these up right here. I think these are available for sale on HSN. Yes. It's just a little GE power strip. Many of us have these at home already, but if you don't, you can pick one up. It's a power surge power protector. So let's go ahead and plug this in. This is heavy duty. Again, I'm just plugging it into the side. Now I can go to town. I can plug in all of these things, including my Wi-Fi router. So how many of us, just because you lose power, and you're gonna see that light up like a Christmas tree, now I have Wi-Fi, just because you lose power doesn't mean you lose the internet. What happens is you lose power to the thing that gives internet to your house, and that's the Wi-Fi router. So now that I have a Wi-Fi router, what about my my TV back here? So I've got another television. So let's just go ahead. I'm plugging that in right here. So bear with me. We're just going down the line. This is exactly how you do it at home. So now I've got my TV plugged in, got my remote. Let's go ahead and turn her on here. So she will trickle on here in a second. 1 second, hold on, she'll come on. Let me get it right here. So now she's gonna come on. And what about this? See, TV just came on in the back there. She'll start playing a video I have here in a second. What about my tablet? Let's go ahead and plug that in. We're gonna see this pop on here. So now there's my tablet. Oh, what about my computer? I've got internet, but I need to do some work. Let's go ahead here and to use the USB-C port, let's plug that in. And now, yes, we see my computer's on, phone's on, Wi-Fi's on, and look at this. I still have a couple things that I can plug into my power strip here. So let's look around. What do we have next? What about my Bose Wave music system over here? Watch the front of this right here come on as soon as I plug this in. So here we go. I'm plugging that in, and now the Bose just came on, if you can see that back there. But last but not least, what about my air purifier, yeah. Right? We want to clean the air at home. Watch these little tassels on the side here. Let me move this over so you can see this, just so you can see it comes on. I'm plugging that in. Now my air purifier's on, my TV's going, my printer's going, and look at this. I'm able to power all of this stuff in here for 6 hours now, and I still have 100% battery. So look at all of the things, not just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus I've got 8, 9, and I still have 10, 11, 12. I still have more things that I can plug in if I wish, Adam. So now I'm going to be able to get my work done and power through all of those life's unexpected moments, not just lights, not just cell phones, but full-size refrigerators, blenders, television, even projectors. Have yourself a fun movie night with your kids, right? We're looking for more things to do at home. Hopefully we'll be able to get back to the movie theaters, but set up a projector in the backyard and throw up a white sheet and just, play some movies on a movie projector for 2 hours. You don't have to be tethered to a wall anywhere or a loud gas generator that's going to ruin a movie. Your hair dryer, if you're into glamping and my wife, she can't go out anywhere without her hair dryer. So plug in a hair dryer for a full hour. You can run that hair dryer. 20 cups of coffee on a 1,000-watt coffee maker. And look, most coffee makers are not 1,000 watts. So chances are it's going to be double that. Your phones, your drone batteries, your electric frying pans. That's more than enough right there with that electric frying pan to get you a full meal with 3/4 of an hour, electric kettle, your rice cooker. So the things that this will power, again, and it's only 17 pounds, are not just lights and fans, but your major things that are going to get you through, get you through those tough days, Adam.
And you'll notice it's easy and it's simple and it's not intimidating. Yeah. Unlike an old style gas generator, which is all of those things, right? This is tiny, dare I say, compared to those other types of generators. It's user-friendly, beautiful onboard display, easy to use controls, gives you all the information you need. You're gonna plug your things in. You got a couple things plugged in or a dozen things plugged in like Justin's been able to do there. And you press a button, you press the button, and what you have is just instant power, comfort, safety, security. The power keeps going, even though there might have been a power cut, even though there might have been a disaster. A natural disaster, a hurricane, a winter storm, a whiteout, whatever it may be. If you are without power, we can deliver that power. So with that in mind, we would love for you to shop and be a part of our show tonight. 095693 is your item number to jump on in. You can do the EcoFlow by itself, or you can do the EcoFlow with the solar panel, okay? The solar panel, as you know, gives you self-sustaining power. You can go anywhere, be anywhere, and this will always be able to recharge your EcoFlow. The other thing as well to bear in mind, when you compare the EcoFlow's technology to others that are out there, EcoFlow, and this one really got me, this can charge 0 to 80% in 1 hour. So when you're charging this up at home, it can charge 0 to 80% in 1 hour. Its nearest competitor takes 15 hours to get there. So it's not just that it's easy and it's powerful. It's not just that it's a lifesaver. It's that it's also really best-in-class technology. That's what's so cool about it. 095693 is the item number if you'd like to grab it tonight. We'd love to send one to you. Once you've got it, you just feel a lot better. You feel more empowered. You feel less vulnerable. We're going to go to the phones to say good evening to Liz. Liz, welcome to the show. You're with Justin and Adam. Liz, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic to both of you gentlemen. I have a funny story for you.
We love stories. Tell us.
I bought this when you had it on the last time.
Uh-huh.
And we had a power outage. I live in a duplex.
Okay.
And so when we had the outage, I put it in and charged up, got my refrigerator to drop its temp down as far as it was going to go.
Uh-huh.
And I called the lady that lives in the other half of my duplex. Had gotten to be good friends since I'd moved in. And she brought her phone over. We charged both of our phones. And then she took it over to her place and got her refrigerator down to temp. And then she brought it back, and we plugged it into the EcoFlow. And we figured we could go for several days just using just the solar panel and keeping our refrigerators. That kept us in food. We both had gas stoves and matches, so we ate like queens the whole time. The neighbors were without power.
So Liz, I mean, you had it all going on. You were happy as anything. The neighbors were happy. So Liz, okay, you've lived through it. You've used it. You've experienced the benefits. What do you say to anybody watching tonight wondering, should they spend the money on it?
Well, let's put it this way. I was well down on money because I'm a senior citizen who's handicapped, cannot walk, and I was able to keep the unit and keep both our refrigerators going, and we had no problems. And quite honestly, anybody that doesn't get the solar
panel,
is asking for trouble, because if you ever really need it, you're liable to really need it for a longer time than the time that it's going to hold up without the solar.
Liz, I can't tell you what a wonderful addition you have been to our presentation tonight. We really honestly appreciate your words. It's a great story as well. I'm pleased you were able to share it with neighbors and made new friends at the same time. Liz, sending you all of our best from both Justin and I. Folks, just before we kind of dive back in with Justin to really take us through the final 10 or 14 minutes that we have left, it's really important that you hear what Liz said there. You know, it is an investment. Nobody's denying that. But you think about how much money is in your refrigerator right now or in the freezer right now. If all the food were to spoil right now, how much money is that you're gonna have to throw away, right? You think about how it's very, very scary and priceless, in fact, to make sure that you can hear information, news information. If God forbid there was a blackout, an emergency, that you can still get access to the internet because your modem router's still working because you've got power. You've got power. The last thing I want to stress is this. Come with me one last time. Folks, what Liz was referring to was this solar panel, okay? This is normally $400 or $500 by itself. It's a solar panel that's powered by the sun. It connects to your EcoFlow River Max. What it means is, if this were to run out of power, right, after many, many hours, and your house still did not have the main power back on, then what we're gonna do? This solar panel means you'll always have power. It doesn't matter if it takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 days, 3 weeks, 2 months. With the power of the sun, you'll always be able to charge that up. And if you can charge that up, then let's go back over here. If you're charging that back up, it means everything else is gonna be powered up. The TV's gonna work, the light's gonna work, the fan's gonna work, the refrigerator's gonna work. So bear that in mind as you're placing your orders. You know, do FlexPay. FlexPay makes it affordable. We've got both options on FlexPay, $100 or $160. We send it straight out to you. If you have an HSN credit card or doing 12-month VIP financing, that brings it home for $41 or $66 respectively. Justin, there's so much to discover, and again, it's the ideas and the reasons behind it, and then it's the reasons to buy this model, because this is the latest and greatest.
Yeah, it's the most powerful EcoFlow river that we've ever made. And I want to just go back, and I'm glad Liz called, because she brought up an important point. She said that she lives in a duplex, right? Think about this. If you do live in a multifamily unit, a duplex, triplex, apartment, condo, something like townhome, something like that, you are not legally allowed to have a gas power generator, because you can't keep those inside your unit. Now, maybe you have a duplex with a carport, you can keep it outside, but then you're gonna disturb your neighbors, right? But you have to have some sort of battery alternative, right? And those little dinky power banks aren't gonna do it. Yeah, cell phones and stuff for a couple hours to let our friends and family members know we're okay, but what happens when that juice runs out? Then what are you gonna do? This is what you need. This is the more powerful alternative that's, not going to break the bank, that you don't have to call somebody and get a loan on, that you don't have to call somebody to help load in a truck, that you don't have to have a yearly maintenance bill of $150 like you do with a gas power generator to change spark plugs and the oil and the gas and prime it, all that mess. You don't need to do any of that anymore. You can be in control of your power. You can be in control of your own safety, your own peace of mind. And I brought one of these over here because I think so many of us do rely on things like our medical devices. So I brought out a CPAP machine. Now, it may not draw the most power or be that impressive, but the point of this demonstration I'm doing is just to show you that my TV's still running. All of this stuff is still running, and I'm going to go ahead, and I still have my power strip here, but let's go ahead and plug in my CPAP machine here, and we can see there, it just came on. So now I'm able to sleep better. I'm able to have air. I'm able to breathe better with my medical device. But if you have a small little medicine fridge, a respirator, something like that, having power is not just a luxury if you rely on a medical device. Having power is a necessity, and it's going to power this CPAP machine for 20 hours. So what a lot of people at home write in and they tell me that they do is they will, because this is considered a UPS, that stands for uninterrupted power source. They'll keep their CPAP or their medical device at night. They'll keep it plugged into their EcoFlow River Max, and then they'll keep their EcoFlow River Max. You don't have to, but they'll keep it plugged into the wall at home so that there's constant power. And if their home loses power and cuts off, this kicks on in a millisecond and starts powering their medical device. So they never have any interruption in power. A lot of people that are prone to rolling power outages, they'll do the same thing, but they'll keep their refrigerator plugged into this during the day so that while they're at work or they're out and about, they don't lose their medicine, or they don't lose their food in their refrigerator. So you can see here all of the stuff that we're going to be able to power indoors, outdoors, for the fun times, for the emergencies. Keep it on a cabinet, keep it in the shelf. You don't have to keep it outside because there's not going to ever be any gas leaks. There's no noise or anything like that. So in life's worst case scenarios, life's unexpected moments, you can just pull it off the cover, pull it off the shelf, and you will still have a full charge. Even if you do nothing to it for 12 months, you will still have a full charge so that you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, I forgot to put gas in the gas generator and now I got to evacuate. No, you pull this off the shelf, and within seconds, you press a button and you have all of that power, and it's going to store for 12 months, and you're going to be able to recharge it time and time and time and time again, Adam. It's not like one charge and you're done. No, you get this home and you can recharge it over and over and over again with the solar in your car and in the wall at home. And here's the cool thing that you already mentioned, but I want to piggyback on it, and then I'll get to you, Adam, is that this will recharge from 0 to 80% in 1 hour, 0 to 100% in an hour and a half. I don't have 15 hours like its closest competitor to wait around for my battery powered generator to recharge, but I got an hour to go take a shower, cook some breakfast while I wait for this to charge before I have to evacuate or go on my hunting trip. And that, again, just speaks volume to the technology and power behind the brand new EcoFlow River Max.
And that's why EcoFlow has had such high acclaim, so many accolades thrown their way because of the amazing innovation that's packed into this powerhouse. 17 pounds, but this is portable, right? This is more lightweight than it's been in the past. This is easy to use, we know that. We know we can plug several things in there. With the 10 output ports, the 3 AC ports, there's so much that you can do with this, powering all of our electronics, right? In some cases, life-saving, in some cases for comfort, in some cases for information, in some cases so we can live with, cooking. Whatever it may be, you need power. Life survives when you've got power, right? when you don't have power, you soon realize we need to get it back. EcoFlow is there, ready and to the rescue. Well, we could talk about it certainly all night long. We are just scratching the surface. Bear that in mind as I tell you that we are already getting limited with the solar panel with the gray. So if you've got the gray, if you want the gray with the solar panel, this is the most limited version right now. It's the most popular version. The gray has like a seafoam color on the top and the black has more like a silvery platinum color on the top, but they both look really nice. We send it to you. You've got a 30-day return policy, so you can try it out, give it a go. Free shipping and handling, always important. Impressive when it's something that weighs 17 pounds, and this has definitely got free shipping and handling. Try it and experience it. It's something that helps to be proactive, and we've got to be proactive. Again, Justin, you compare this to the other, well, the alternatives, and it's the gas-powered generators. It's all the mess and hassle and noise and fumes that you used to have to deal with. And quite honestly, a lot of us don't have generators because those gas generators are so doggone expensive, right? I mean, spending thousands of dollars on something that then you're gonna have to babysit versus something like this.
And I mean, I think that's the big key here, right, Adam, is the fact that, you know, you don't have to put kitty litter or sand under your gas-powered generator anymore. You don't have to worry about once you get this home, Adam, I don't have to worry about getting anything else. We're not going to come to you and say, oh, you forgot this adapter, or, oh, you need gas or oil. You get this home. This is all you're ever going to need to have peace of mind and sense of security. And again, I think there's something to be said. You know, listen, over 200,000 people a year end up in the ER due to carbon monoxide poisoning from gas-powered generators, keeping them inside, keeping them in a garage, because you have to keep those 20 feet away from your house, through an open door, through an open window, something like this. With this, safety and security, keep your doors locked, keep your windows locked. There's no noise. Listen, there's no noise. There's no sticky pull crank. There's no gas. There's no oil. And did you see that? It's 17 pounds. Do you know if I were to pick up a gas-powered generator that gives off this equivalent amount of power, it would be 70 pounds, 80 pounds dry without gas or oil. This, I pick up, I go, and I'm on my journey. I'm on my way. I can go wherever I want. And so much so, I know we've seen all the other stuff, but what about our power tools? Now, these are really cool demos for me because now I get to show how much power this thing has. So I have a 900-watt power drill here. Again, I just want to turn it around and show you. All I'm doing is I'm plugging it right into these wall outlets. Look around your house. Anything that you can plug in around your house, you're going to be able to plug in here. But I'm going to keep going. Let's keep that plugged in. What about this, Adam? What about, ooh, this is fun. Wait till you see what I've got attached to this cord. So I hope I don't wake my neighbors with this, but how often do I get to bring a leaf blower into the house?
Now he's just showing off.
So, I mean, look, and I've got all of that, but what about this? Hold on. Let's do this so that you guys can see. Here we go. I've got still my refrigerator right here, okay? And I've got all these others plugged in. Let's plug in the refrigerator. Now my refrigerator comes back on just so you guys can see. No smoke, no mirrors, no gotcha moments there. It's off. Now my refrigerator's back on. I'm going to be able to power that fridge for, like I said, about 10 hours. But let's go ahead into the front here and just show you that little cigarette port here, that little DC port. What if I have a like an inflatable mattress, or I'm going kayaking or something like that on a camping trip? Well, or I need to blow up a tire, a bike tire, a basketball, or something like that. Well, I've got my little air compressor here, and let's go ahead and activate it, the port there, and here we go. Fridge is still running. I mean, that's the amount of power that you are getting without gas, without oil, without any toxic fumes, in the palm of your hand. And again, it only weighs 17 pounds, and I don't have to worry about, hustling out the door and pouring gas or oil in my gas-powered generator, or I don't have to worry about spending 15 hours at home with its next closest competitor while I recharge it. 1 hour, this recharges to 80%. 1.5 hours to a full 100%. And I'm going to be able to charge not just that stuff you saw there, but all of this stuff behind me as well. My big screen TV, I'm going to be able to charge my heater, power my heater. I've got this. I'll show you this in a second, just a little tablet. But, I've even got this here. I've got my, Here we go. Got my blender going. So, you know, I've turned the heat down on it a little bit. Don't want to burn my eggs, but I got my coffee maker, my eggs going. I mean, the amount of power that you are able to get in the palm of your hand these days and not have to lug around an 80-pound gas generator. I mean, it's just really cool. I love what our first caller said a few minutes ago, the gentleman that said, it's just cool. I'm powering my TV, and that's it. It's just great technology that works, and that's what we want to know. What Jason told us is that it just works, right? There's no gotcha moments. You just turn it on and plug it in. That's it. There's no fancy apps, no Wi-Fi, nothing like that to do. You just one button press, plug stuff in, and go, and know that it's reliable, industrial amount of power in the palm of your hand.
But please know, not all power stations are the same, right? You know, EcoFlow, one of their original products, was fantastic. But when we talk about refrigerators, it was about powering a mini refrigerator, a smaller refrigerator. This one is powering a full-size refrigerator for hours and hours. So we have that power that we're wanting. That's why this is the Max version, the brand new version. It's the only today's special this year. So this is an opportunity to be able to get it at a phenomenal, phenomenal price, that's for certain. 095-693 if you'd like to order. Justin, final words on our today's special.
Hey, if you haven't yet, pick up that solar panel, because that's how you're able to create your own self-sustaining power and go completely off the grid, not just for a couple hours, but for as long as you want. All you need is a little Mother Nature sun. With that, paired with the EcoFlow River Max, and you are good to go.
Justin, I'll see you in the next hour. Thank you so much, my friend. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Adam. You too.
Stay in the ordering process for yours. Let us know what you think by leaving a review when you get it home. Do the FlexPay. The FlexPay makes it super affordable, and we send it to you now. Hurricane season upcoming here in Florida. If you've been maybe stranded in the past few months, maybe you live in Texas. Love Texas. So many friends and family were struggling through those issues. This is power when you need it. Stay with us. More to come tonight here on HSN.
Paris on HSN.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smarts and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. Let's celebrate the arrival of a new season with special deals. 48 hours of everything spring. From outdoor essentials to fashion to cooking to beauty and more. Find your springtime happiness. Ends tonight on HSN and at hsn.com.
I just can't take my eyes, I just can't take my eyes, I just can't take my eyes off of you. Just can't take my eyes off of you. It's the way that I feel when I'm looking at you, doing the things that
you do. Put my sneakers on, cute workout outfit, grab Chase, my adorable Maltese, and head to the dog park for a nice long walk to enjoy the beautiful weather.
You're watching HSN. Good evening. Welcome on in. It's our big electronics evening as part of our spring event, and we've got a fabulous item that has really set the tech world alight with regards innovation and just ease. Folks, this little orange puck design that you see is called the Skyrome Solus. This gives you Wi-Fi everywhere and anywhere. Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, if you need a Wi-Fi hotspot, this is your Wi-Fi hotspot. Maybe you're going to grandma's house. Maybe you're going to a hotel. Maybe the kids are in the car and they're on the iPad, but it's the Wi-Fi iPad and you need a hotspot. This is the hotspot. It brings in the strongest signal and delivers extraordinary performance with no contracts, no leases, no subscriptions. It's fabulous. You can actually connect up to 10 devices as well, so everybody in the family can connect to it. We've got a deal, and I was just telling our wonderful producer, Mr. Rocky, that this is the company that really everybody's trying to emulate. Skyroam is the one that people want to buy. We've worked with Skyroam to put together a special bundle. Normally the Skyroam Solus is $120, so we're already $10 below that. We're going to include some extras. One of the extras is going to be the case and also the power cords and 5 gigs of data. So you can use this right away. So you're going to get the cables that you need, you're going to get the case, and you're going to get the 5 gigs of data. Also, not only is this your Wi-Fi hotspot, this is a power bank. So we were just doing our today's special from EcoFlow, which is a beast of a power bank. This is one that you could take with you on the go, which you probably would be anyway, and now this can recharge things like your phone. We want to jump in. This is a fabulous item. Our special guest, Mr. Bill Duggan, is live with us. Bill, we're so excited to have Skyroam here on HSN. This is the one that everybody wants.
That's just it. Since it launched in the tech world, the tech magazines, the editors, this has been their pick. And even since we brought it into HSN, they've been flying out the door. It's been in 3 other times since January, and they've sold out. Because we all need Wi-Fi. We need reliable Wi-Fi. And you know what? A lot of us have Wi-Fi, but does the signal go down, or is everyone on it? Skyroam gives us a dedicated, secure signal. So you see the puck. It fits in the palm of your hand. It has a 16 to 20-hour battery life. It connects via the cell towers. So guess what? I don't have to be dedicated to one wireless provider. I can actually get the best wireless signal in my neighborhood, in the basement, wherever I go. Because remember, we're going to start getting out and about again, and this will be on the go with us. Or if we have that weak signal at home, Skyroam will be our go-to. It is shareable, that you can have, yes, 10 devices on it. It does fit in your pocket. And because you are shopping at HSN, we are including more. What's one of the biggest inclusions? You are getting the cords to turn it into a portable power bank. So what does that mean? If my tablet starts to drain down, if my phone starts to drain down, I have the Skyroam right there in my bag. And yes, it can charge those devices because we're including those charging cords and 5 gigabytes of data. So let me just tell you really quickly about Skyroam. Company's been around about 10 years. This is patented technology. And as I was saying, at home, I have one Wi-Fi provider. If I have an issue with my Wi-Fi provider, I'm in a contract. I'm not using it because I'm on vacation. I'm still paying for it. More importantly, if all the kids or everyone is at home playing video games on the internet, downloading movies on the internet, taking a Skype and video call, I need to make sure I have a dedicated, strong connection. I use my Skyroam because only I'm on it. Or maybe the kids need to get on it. I sent one to my sister because my poor nephew was having a little meltdown because he kept getting dropped out of his science class because the signal kept dropping and the signal kept dropping. And that affects attendance and all that. Luckily, I'm not a parent, so I don't have to relate to that. But she was getting frustrated too. So she turns this on, it lights up, and it just acts like a hotspot. So what exactly is a hotspot? Have you gone to the coffee shop or the airport or anywhere out and about and it's like, do you want to join this signal, this connection? I mean, they have them at the grocery store even. But then you're on a public network and everyone in the grocery store, everyone in the coffee shop is on that network. And who else is on the network? I don't know. But you have a dedicated signal, whether it's road trip season, whether you're out at the beach. And what's really cool about this technology, it actually works off the cell phone towers. So as long as you're within cell phone range, doesn't matter if I'm, with this provider or that provider, it goes to the best signal on that mountain range, in that valley, along the coast, on the slopes, at the beach, because I have this. And that's really what's great about it when we do get out and about more. But I also appreciate it for having it at home. My sister also got one because, when they were all at home and they're trying to socially distance, they were watching movies out in the backyard. But they didn't have a strong enough signal out in the backyard to stream Netflix and all those great things. So she was truly looking at getting, extenders and extending her service. I'm like, wait a sec. The 4 movies you watch a year, why are you paying for all that when you just bring this out there? Because we're also giving you 5 gigabytes of data. So think of it this way. one movie, 2-hour movie, is a gigabyte of data.
Right.
So you can watch 10 hours of movies just with this. And you can have, I mean, I think it's 25 hours of Skype just with this. And then when I'm not using it, guess what? I'm not paying for it. You have this already. If I need a gigabyte, they have a payment plan with Skyrim where you can either pay per gigabyte by the day or by the month, depending on your usage. But if I'm not needing it, I'm not paying extra like so many other payment plans we have out there. It's a pay-as-you-go system.
And that makes it a lot easier, simpler, more affordable, no commitment. It's just what you need when you need it. So we're excited to have Skyrim here. This is the brand. We talk about patented technology. Bill mentioned in all the magazines, all the editors, everybody's talking about this one, brand new, unboxed. This is a go anywhere Wi-Fi companion. That's what it is. When you need to get online, this will get you online. You're not reliant on public networks that might not be as safe or secure, right? A little bit vulnerable. With this, it's your own. And it might be that you're connecting your iPad to it, or your phone to it, or gaming devices to it, right? You can do up to 10 different devices paired to this at any one time. So it's pay as you go, costs very, very little, yours to own, no subscriptions, rentals, contracts, nothing to sign. You can go to any premium retailer and they're selling this right now because it's that hot, but we're proud to have something that they don't have. And that is if you buy it from us, you get $10 off our regular price and you're gonna get $70 worth of extras from the travel case to the power cores to the 5 gigs of data that you can use right away, okay? So here's the travel case, here are all the different cords. That is the other feature that at first, it doesn't really sink in, but as well as it being a hotspot, right? You'll go anywhere, do anything, Wi-Fi companion, it's also a power bank. So while you're going anywhere and doing anything, if your tablet runs low on power, if your phone runs low on power, this will charge it up. So it's doing double duty. It does these two things that you would regularly need, and it's doing it for an amazing price, and it's easy to use, it's simple to use. So Bill, let me ask you, I get it, I order it tonight, I have it shipped to my door. How do I set it up? What do I do?
Well, you download the app. There's the QR code on the back that helps you pair it up. And remember, you're getting 5 gigabytes of data. Once you charge it up, you turn on the white button right up here. It matriculates up and glows. And then you go to your Wi-Fi setting and you see that it's your hotspot. So if I'm out in the vineyard because, you know, I'm going to go wine tasting or just go out for a walk, I have Wi-Fi. I can get my emails, send my emails, stream, do everything I normally would do at home, but now I'm out and about. Or maybe I'm out and about and the battery starts to die. We have that power bank included so we can really get outside and enjoy more. Because, you know, sometimes it's like, I'd like to go out to the beach with you. I'd like to get out to the pier, but I need to send that email. I need to be connected. And that's really where it goes across all platforms in terms of being stuck at home, going to the coffee shop just to get away from the family and the kids and all of that. It really affords us that luxury because, you know, the coffee shop does have Wi-Fi a lot of times. Sometimes it's a pay-as-you-go. Sometimes everyone is on it. I have a dedicated signal right here. And, you know, actually a lot of parents have sent their kids to, you know, after school care with something like this so they can get on Wi-Fi and do homework and you know, communicate and connect. Same thing at the airport. Have you ever been out and about or at the airport and you paid for their, you know, free Wi-Fi or you pay for their Wi-Fi and it's slow and it's blocked? And the thing is, it's like, what did I just get? If you have your own, you know it's going to work for you. Or have you ever been sent out to the office in the car because the kids are they're having a meltdown. You need to take that call. And you know, actually some cars today even have a hotspot built in. That can be like $1,000 upcharge on your car alone. There's a service charge. And even my cell phone can be a hotspot. But you know they're going to charge me a monthly fee for that. So right now, Adam, I don't know. Am I on your side of the car? Am I in England or am I don't know.
Bill, I don't know what side you're on. I'm just in awe at how awesome this is. First of all, the extreme close-up. This is just amazing.
But it's Bill, a very tight space.
How are you doing this? You've got all these I'm just so impressed. And the award goes to Bill Duggan.
Do you know where I am?
Oh, you're in my summer house. How did you get there?
Exactly. Actually, I went down to the city center here. See, because I wanted to get out of the house. Do you recognize this city center?
That's the Corn Exchange in Leeds. That's so crazy.
And actually, this is important too. It actually works international too. Are we all going international right now? Not necessarily. But if we do, this works. Because you know what? I don't know what Wi-Fi providers there. I don't know what Wi-Fi providers, you know, in the Berkshires or in Death Valley. But if I bring this, I know it will work. And that's really the peace of mind that we get, because we have that reliable connection, whether we're around town, whether we're just out with the kids, whether we're stuck at home and the signal goes down. If my Wi-Fi signal goes down, I have to call that one provider that I have, renegotiate, hope they get it fixed, or boom, I turn this on. And I would turn this on right now, but my camera in here is going to think it's going to another Wi-Fi hotspot. And that's really how easy this is for all of us. And it's such a small footprint. And they've given us here at HSN the best price.
Well, we're excited, and it's extremely popular, as you would imagine. Free shipping, 5 flex pay, $90 off the HSN price. Small, portable, lightweight, easy. So easy to use. You don't need to be a tech wizard to understand how to do it. You're gonna be able to go online, all of your gadgets. It might be your son's Nintendo Switch. It might be your tablet, it might be the phone, wherever you are. Look, you might be on a road trip to grandma's house, so you need to be, connected. This will get you there, right? You're in a hotel room, rather than paying for the Wi-Fi, this will get you there. If you're at home and you're looking for just a cheaper, less expensive alternative to the regular Wi-Fi contracts, internet contracts that you have to pay for, this is gonna get you there. Look, if you'd like to try it, you've got the 30-day return policy. I'm really confident on this one that you'll love it, just because the reputation that precedes it is so strong. And again, if you do any research into Skyroam, make sure you Google Skyroam Solis, you'll see exactly why this is red hot in the marketplace. Don't buy it anywhere else though, because you won't get what we're gonna give you. We love you more than they do, so we're gonna give you not only 5 gigs of data, you're gonna get the case, you're also gonna get the cables to go along with it, so you're getting all that you need to maximize. And Bill, that's the whole point, right? It's fun, it's easy, it solves a problem. Now more than ever, obviously the past few months have shown us that we're relying on technology. We need to be connected. You were talking about, schooling from home and everything else, working from home, entertaining ourselves from home. You need to be online.
Well, that's just it. I'm technically working from home, but I could be at the kids at the playground. That's just it, because we do have that freedom right now to actually work from wherever, as long as we have Wi-Fi, as long as we're connected. And that could be getting my phone online so I can send a text message or get back. That could be getting my computer, because without my computer being online, it's just a big paperweight. Same with the tablet. Any Wi-Fi device, you can jump onto here. Another quick thing is, you're talking about the return policy at HSN. The customer service with Skyroam, it's one point of contact. So if I have one question, I can get on touch with them via phone, the internet, Wi-Fi, text message. Any time of day, they will help you out, because that's really what sets them apart. The customer service, the quality. But remember, I'm not relying on that one service provider that I have a contract with. What this does is actually pulls from 270 different cell phone or Wi-Fi providers via the cell phone signals, and it gets me the best one. And so what happens is, one goes down, it automatically jumps over to another good signal.
Right.
So you always get that nice uninterrupted signal, but I'm connected. And that's really where that peace of mind does come to play. And look at this. It doesn't take up a lot of space. You are getting extras. I love the carabiner in case, because maybe this is for travel season, or yes, it's gonna be in the kid's bag, no problem. And remember, they're also giving us here at HSN 5 gigabytes of data to start it out with. So you don't even have to make an investment in terms of the payment plan later on until you've really seen how it works for you. I mean, do you know how many emails you could send? With 5 gigabytes, 1.7 million emails. I mean, that's a lot of, communicating with the office before I might need to buy another gigabyte. And remember, very customizable. Oh, and it's a predictable payment plan. No jumping up and down. If it's, $6 a gigabyte, it's going to be $6 a gigabyte. And that's really where it's very customer user friendly. You can just add more gigabytes on your phone via the app. Very simple. It's simple to get it home. It's simple to be connected, but it's important to be connected. And without this, are we always going to have that option?
Bill, great presentation. Thanks for showing us all
the
wonderful wonders of the world and everything in between. Bill,
always nice to go home, right?
I love it. It was an unexpected surprise. I didn't even need to pack my bags. Bill, have a great night, so we'll see you later.
You too. Cheers.
If you are just joining us, we love to bring you the biggest brand names. We're about to do our encore of our today's special. This is Skyroam, this is the Solis, this is a Wi-Fi solution anywhere and everywhere. It is your Wi-Fi companion. This teeny tiny orange puck will get you online and connected anywhere that you will go, and it will save you a fortune doing it. I hope you try it out. I think you'll be really impressed. Well-made product. I can see why they've won so many awards and had so many accolades. Well, with that in mind, a reminder to apply for the HSN credit card, because if you do and you get approved, you can take $40 off your first single item purchase, which is always nice. You can save a lot of money on anything. It might be this, or it might be our today's special. Give us a call on 1-800-695-1418 to find out more about it. Well, as we approach 1 a.m. East Coast time, it's time for an encore, a second chance look at our biggest and best value ever, the new one from EcoFlow. It's the River Max right now.